Hello guys, are you curious to learn about how the web page works? You are at the right place. Welcome to learner.in, where we will learn some of the basics of HTML and CSS. So before diving into this course, I will let you know that there is no prior experience of web development is required for this code. So let's dive into the HTML first. So the first thing you would have in your mind is what is HTML? So the HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and it is not a programming language. HTML is used to create electronic documents called the pages that are displayed on the World Wide Web, that is www.com. Every page contains a series of connections to other pages called hyperlinks. Every web page you see on the internet is written using one of the HTML version code. HTML code ensures that the proper formatting of the text and the images for your internet browser. Without HTML, a browser would not know how to display text as an element or load the images or other elements. HTML also provides a basic structure of the web page. As I have told, that is not a programming language, instead it's a markup language. Programming language is used to do some logical operation, such as if a particular condition is true, then it performs that a particular operation, and if not, then it performs the vice versa operation. And it is also known as a markup language, as it is used to present the web page and is also known as a presentational language. It is used to define the structure of the web page where it commands or instruct browsers how to show the content on the web page in the browser. Before getting into creating our first web page, let's look at some of our prerequisites that we will require to create a first HTML web page. We need browsers and the text editors for that. There are many browsers available in market such as Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Safari, Microsoft Edge and Internet Explorer. But I recommend to use Google Chrome. And similarly, there are many text editors in market available such as Visual Studio Code, Atom, Sublime, Text, Bracket, Notepad++ or Notepad. I usually recommend to use the Visual Studio Code. Let's download our first code editor, that is our Visual Studio Code. And for downloading the Visual Studio Code, you have to visit code.visualstudio.com. As you can see that it is available for different operating system, that is for Mac, for Windows and for the Linux operating system. You have to just download the stable versions. As you can see, after clicking on the stable version download icon, it will download the .exe file as you can see on my screen. You have to just save it and it will get to start downloading. After downloading, you have to just double click on the exe file and it will start installing the Visual Studio Code. After downloading our Visual Studio Code, let's jump into how we can create our first web page. So for creating our first HTML web page, we should make sure these some of our points, like the file must end with .html extension. We will use the browser Chrome to run that HTML file, the HTML web page. So we will create our first HTML web page with the name of index.html. And usually the index.html, it acts as a root or the home page of the website. So for example, if we are visiting a website which is known as www.example.com, it will load the index.html of that web page. And if we if we are navigating to the about section of that web page, then it will load the about.html web page. And similarly it works similarly for other pages. For example, if you are visiting a company page, there are many pages such as career pages, portfolio pages, the client pages. Every page holds a particular HTML web page. That is for the career pages, it will be career.html, similar to about.html as you can see on my screen. For the portfolio, there will be portfolio.html. For the client, it will be client.html. So let's jump into and see in practical how to create our first HTML web page. For making our first HTML web page, go to the File Explorer on Windows and on Mac it is Finder. So I will just make a folder for our series, that is HTML and CSS, and here I will create a file with a name, of index.html. For example, this .html extension is visible, and if this is not visible, you have to just navigate to the view. As you can see here, you have to just navigate into the view, and here there is an option of file name extension. If we uncheck it, if that extension, that is .html, is hidden, then this checkbox will be unchecked, and after checking this, this .html extension will be visible. So let's just open this in this web page into the text editor we have downloaded, that is our VS Code. And for opening this into the VS Code, you have to just do one thing. You have to just right click it, open with the Visual Studio Code option. So after opening that particular file, that is index.html, in the VS Code, it will look like this. It's a plain web page. There is no data being inserted right now. So let's jump into how this file works, how the structure is, how the basics skeleton of the HTML is, and just jump into this. So as you can see, this HTML page is a blank. So let's just write something uh, in this web page. So I will write, this is our first web page, sorry, the HTML web page, and let's just save it. So just how we can open this on the browsers. So I usually try to just drag and drop on the browser, and there are many other ways we can drag and drop. For example, navigate to our file explorer where the HTML page is. You have to just right click it, and you have to just open it, with the options available, such as the different options such as Firefox, the Chrome, Microsoft Edge. I usually prefer going with the Google Chrome, so I will open it with Google Chrome. So as you can see, like, this page is being opened on the browser. So as you can see on the screen that I have write something in the index.html file, that is in our first web page. So there might be a question in your mind that this is just a simple string and it is still being shown on this web page. So I will just let you clear that HTML pages also shows the simple strings also, and whatever we write here, for example, any of the markup, or as we know that this HTML is the markup document, whatever the markup we write, it just gives a command to the web page that how to show that particular string. So this is the concept behind the HTML. It just gives a command to the browser how to present that particular string. For example, if I am writing an h1, like we usually use this for heading. So as you can, I will just close this h1 tag also, and I will just save it. So as you can see, like, we have seen a change in this first string. So what is this doing? It is just giving the command to the browser that I want to represent this particular string in a form of h1 tag or the heading tag. This is the way HTML gives the command to the browser. So before going further, I will let you know that I have divided this whole HTML course into four categories or the four modules. First one is the HTML structure, HTML forms, HTML tables, and the HTML schematic markup. So let's jump dive into our first point we will cover in a module, in our HTML structure module. That is the basic web page structure. What the basic web page consists of, how it looks like, how we can identify it. So there are some markup or the tags, we can say different tags which represent the web page, the whole web page. So there is the first markup we will go through is the doc type. Then there is the HTML, the head tag, the meta tags, the title tag, and the body tag. So let's jump dive into briefly what it actually is. So as you can see, that a doc type HTML, it is the declaration of the HTML. It defines that we will be using the HTML5 markup. So there are different versions of HTML also. There is HTML4, XHTML, and the latest one which we will be using is the HTML5. So there are many different benefits behind using the HTML5. It provides semantic markup. It provides with a whole new bunch of new tags we will be using, and it is very simple to use. So the explanatory doc type HTML defines that we will be using the HTML5 version. Next tag which we have seen in the previous image was the HTML. It is a place inside which the whole HTML markup is been placed. So next comes the head tag, which gives a quick view about the whole markup document features. So what does this actually does? For example, if you are planning to buy a new phone, so what comes to our mind is we will compare the basic features or the main features of a phone. So the features of a phone is relatable to the head tag. It gives a quick glance about what the phone is, how the phone is, and what kind of specification it is having. So it is just like a quick view about the whole mark, just about the features of a particular product or a particular thing. Then next comes the body tag. This is the most important tag in the place inside which all the visible markup content is placed. Yeah, and one more point I have to add upon is like whatever we are placing in the head tag, it is not visible. It is not at all visible.